What's up, YouTubers? Elson Reaper here with, the first kind of video I've done before like this is called a deck explanation. Someone in my last video said that they didn't know what the loop was with aliens. So, instead of just going through the loop, I'm going to tell you also how some other things to the deck, kind of like go down and explain some good combos you can do with aliens. So, obviously, you should know right off the bat that this is your main card of the deck, Alien Ammonite. He's a 1-star card. He's also the tuner of the deck, and he's pretty much an instant Cosmic Fortress Golgar. You summon him, and you get special summon 1 level 4 lower alien from your graveyard, but it dies during the end phase. So anyway, you summon him, you get your Golgar, blah blah blah. So for this example, I'm going to be using Alien Warrior. Now, the best possible hand to have with aliens is 1 Ammonite, and I get this all the time, which is kind of weird. 2 Code A Ancient Ruins and your 2 Burdens, or hell, even a third one. Anyway, all you need is pretty much, you need 2 Code A Ancient Ruins, and the other 2 can be anything continuous. So let's get on with this example here. Okay. First turn. Oh, actually, the best hand to have would be like Alien Dog and Ammonite. So, here's the loop. Ammonite is summoned. His effect triggers to special summon him from the graveyard. Warrior. Now you're going to sink to 5. That's your Golgar. So now you have Golgar 1. And there you go. And then you have your 4 spells and traps in the field. 4 spells. Anyway. Use Cosmic Fortress Golgar's effect. Give me dice. Go grab me 2 dice. To bounce these 4 spells back to your hand. Now, once these 4 have been, if they have like a continuous card on the field, like something face up, you can even bounce their cards too, which is why Cosmic Fortress Golgar is so good. You can get past face up continuous, like say they have swords or revealing light down or something. Anyway, to say that they don't have anything, their field's open, you're gonna go for the OTK because I don't feel like going into all that. Anyway. You've bounced these 4 back, he gets 4 tokens, 4 counters. So Golgar 1 is 4. Then you just replay all 4 spells. Now, activating the effect of Code A Ancient Ruins, you can remove from play 2 counters off of this, to special summon 1 card from your graveyard. The first one to do is Warrior. Activate the effect of the second Ruins to take off these 2 counters, and special summon your other Ammonite. Now that these are special summoned, you Synchro. You get your second Golgar. So now you have 2 Golgars. Now, you can reuse the effect again. Second Golgar will bounce these 4 back to my hand and get 4 counters. Summon these right here. Play these cards right here. And, remove the 4 with these 2 cards right here. Special summon your 2. Synchro again. The Golgar. Last Golgar's effect, bounce all 4 of these and replay them. It's another 4. So, in the end of this combo, you have 3 synchros with 2600 attack each, 4 counters finishing you off, 2 Code A Ancient Ruins, and 2 Burden of the Mighties. Now, from here, you can remove from play your 4 counters, bring them 2 back, and sync for another 5, maybe Catastor. Or, you can use Golgar's effect to blow something up. Now we're going to switch to example. Say they have 2 face down spells and traps, and then they have a monster. They have 1 monster. To say it's something big like Dark Armed, I don't know, 2800. Burden of the Mighty obviously will cut him, so you don't have to worry at all about his attack. That's why Burden of the Mighties are so good, because this kind of eliminates your monster problem. So. Now you use Cosmic Fortress Golgar's second effect, remove from these 2 counters, and blow up their face-down spell or trap card. Say it was a Mirror Force. Well, you just dodged a bullet there. Second Golgar's effect, remove these 2 counters and get rid of the other face-down. Say it was something else important that could have killed you. Well, right now, the only thing stopping you is their dad on the field. And, Burden of the Mighty will drop him 1600, so he's down to 1200. Attack over him. And, that's 1,000. And then you take attack for another 26 each. That's 6,200 damage in 1 turn. If they didn't have a monster, or any spells and traps. Say like the only thing they had was a monster, no spells and traps, and you had 4 here. This is where things get a little bit more interesting. Code A, Ancient Ruins, bounce, take them off, do that, and sync again to level 5. They're sticking. Why? For now, so now you have 4 synchros. Okay. So that's pretty much the main, what they call the loop of aliens. It's kind of like, so a little explained there. Now, my personal favorite hand is when I get Am Knight and Alien Dog in my hand at the same time. Because what happens is I can normal summon Am Knight to special summon him from the graveyard, and then I can use Dog's effect to special summon Dog from my hand. Not only giving me an extra monster at the end of this, but I can automatically place 2 counters on their monster. Right there, my combo started off with an extra 2 counters, and in the end, it will definitely help you. So, say like you do this, you just continue with your loops like I showed you. Sync to 5, bounce your 4 spells and traps, back from blah 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 blah. And let's say like they didn't have any monsters at the end of your big loop de doop. That's what I call it, loop de doop. You have your Alien Dog, your 3 synchros, and you have 4 counters, so you can summon 2 monsters. So say you get back Am Knight, and say you get back your Alien Warrior. Right there, that's... Oh, never mind. Well, that'd be 6 monsters. Seal of War Calcos. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, that's kind of the gist of it. So, that right there explains the loop to aliens. Now, a little bit more explanation we can do with aliens. Oshaleon is in my deck because if I don't have Ammonite, but I have the monsters in my graveyard to get him, Oshaleon is kind of like my 4th Ammonite. You pretty much just like set him, they attack into him, and he dies, and you get Ammonite to your hand, which is why he's really good. Sometimes I like to pull off combos with Alien Warrior. Like first turn, like if I have Code Ancient Ruins, I'll play Ruins, and I'll play 1 Warrior. That's it. I won't play like face downs or anything. I'll let them kill my warrior because they're gonna want to do it. Place 2 counters on their monster, and I get a counter on my Code Ancient Ruins. So next turn I start off with the Ruins with 3 counters on it, and then I go and do the loop to doop, blah 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 blah. Telepath was in here just to blow up spells and traps because I don't like spell and trap cards. Anyway, Alien Brain. Like a lot of this deck is really. It's hard to explain. Aliens are not only destructive power, which they have incredible destruction power, they have pretty much controlling power. Like, they love to take control of your opponent's monsters. Alien Hypno, for example. Alien Hypno, Mass Hypnosis, Alien Brain. I mean, they just love taking your stuff. So Alien Brain kind of gives a little help to that. It's activate only when a reptile monster you control is destroyed, which is all your aliens, and the whole deck's all reptiles, if you haven't seen my deck profile. So, anytime they kill your monster, you just take their monster permanently, and it's just counted as a reptile. So, Alien Brains are really cool. Now, I explained this guy in my video, but Safe Zone was teched into my deck because I like to use him with Golgar. Say they have a big monster that I can't get over. For example, 5-headed dragon. No way I'm getting past that. Well, no one's going to run it now. You can hit it with 5. Yeah, you can hit it with Dragon's Mirror. Anyway, say, I do this. I'll play Safe Zone on his card, use Golgar's effect, bounce Safe Zone back to my hand, and then with Safe Zone's effect, whenever it's removed from the field, it blows up the monster equipped to it, killing the 5-headed dragon. So, Safe Zone, I believe Safe Zone is a ridiculous card. I don't see why this hasn't hit at all. Monster can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. I don't know. But, and then the last card I wanted to talk about, Planet Pollutant Virus. Say you aren't getting the card you need to, throw out those counters. This will do it for you. So, let's say I want to go, say I want to set up for the loop. Say I have the cards for the loop next turn, and, just try to do something like, I don't know, Alien Warrior, or something like that, and I play Planet Pollutant Virus. And let's just say, for some crazy thing, this is Chaos Dragons, and they had all their, big stuff. Chaos Dragons, go, go, go. He has 5 dragons on their field, right? I'll play Planet Pollutant Virus, tribute my Alien Warrior, and destroy all his monsters. Just destroy them all. They're all dead. And then for the next 3 turns, any card he'll play is, gets a counter, which is awesome. So anyway, like this deck is based mainly on counters. You want to use those counters. The counters come into play for a lot of things. There are cards like Code Ancient Ruins that help you summon your aliens back from the graveyard. There are cards in the deck, such as Alien Overlord, who can remove 2 from the field and special summon him. And then once per turn, place 1 counter on all of their monsters. Where was it? Mass Hypnosis. If you control an alien monster, you can take control of up to 3 of your opponent's monsters that have 8 counters on them. Another card the last card I wanted to talk about was this card. A-Cell Scatterburst is in here because it was kind of like my resolve to things. If they bottomless me, I chain A-Cell Scatterburst and get 4 counters on the field. Say they want to mind control me. No, forget that. A-Cell Scatterburst, 4 counters on the field. This is kind of my way to protect myself, in a way. And in the end, I don't really lose, because if they try to take my Alien Warrior and I A-Cell Scatterburst them, that's just helping me, because now they have 4 counters, and there's my target for Amnite. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got for aliens. If there was something I didn't really explain that you still don't get for aliens, I'm sorry. If you want further advice on them, you can look them up on Google, Wikipedia. But this is my first deck explanation, so let me know what you guys think, and maybe let me know if this helped you at all with aliens. And if you haven't already, please check out my other videos. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and as always, subscribe.